Hello, College Park Cougars. Welcome back. This is the Purple Star Words video. You might recognize a few of these words that you may already know, and there might be a few words that you might need to practice a little bit longer until you're fast and fluent. Let's get started with our Purple Star Words practice. Our first pattern that we're going to see repeated as a sight word pattern is A in the beginning making a schwa sound. Here is our first word. This is the word again. Now the syllables of again are again, again. You hear the in that first sound. Now we have to recognize that we hear is not the letter U, it's an A. Again, g, n, g is a G. Now you hear a short E here saying eh. That eh is spelled with the pattern AI in this word. N is N. It is the word again. Let's sound again together. G, n, again. This is the word again. Let's see an example. We can read this story again tomorrow. The word is again. The next word has that same similar pattern. It is the word along. Along has two syllables. Long, along. Again is the sound of that schwa, but it's spelled with the A. Long. Being L, being O, and that you hear at the end is the NG digraph. The word is along. Let's sound out along together. Along. Along. For example, please place your bags along the wall. The word is along. Again, we see that same pattern in this word. This is the word above. Above has two syllables. Above. Above. That we hear in that first syllable again sounds like a U, but it's that schwa A. Above. Let's sound out above. B. Above. B being that B sound. Sounds like a short U, but it's spelled with an O here. That's why there's a stop sign there. B. Now we hear that V sound, but we know V can't end on its own. It has to be partnered with an E. Above. Let's sound out above. Above. For example, the jar is above the cabinet. The word is above. Here is the next word. The next word is another. Another. This word has three syllables. I know that because I see 1, 2, and 3 vowels. Another. The syllables of another are other. Another. Is spelled. Let's sound out un. Again, we hear that schwa A, but it's spelled with an A. Now we have the syllable of. Here we see another schwa, but it's spelled with an O. Th is that digraph, TH. Of. The last syllable is and it's that R controlled ER. The 3-syllable word is another. Another. For example, may I please have another slice of pizza? The word is another. The next word has that same AN pattern, but here the A is actually pronounced to make an. So we have the word and our second syllable is sir. To make the word answer, let's sound out sir in answer. Sir. We have an. Let's sound it out. An. Now let's sound out sir. S is an S, and is that vowel ER. But notice how we have a W that's going to fit in right here. That W is going to be a silent sound and a silent letter. So to make the word answer, let's sound out answer. 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 For example, I know the answer to your question. The word is answer. Here comes our next word. Our next word has that final E pattern. It is the word while. Let's sound out while. While. I hear the sound w, so I know it's WH, not just a W. I hear a long I, so I pair that with a final E. Is an L. To make the word while, let's sound out while together. While. For example, I will draw a picture while I wait for my turn. The word is while. This next word has one of our silent patterns. It is the word no. No. Sound out no. No. That that you hear just sounds like an N, but actually it is that silent KN pattern. O. You hear a long O, but it is that vowel team OW to make the word no. Let's sound out no together. No. For example, we know our classroom and school rules. No. Here comes the next word. The next word is the word people. Say people. Sound people. P. Second syllable is pull. Pull. In the word people, p is spelled with the P, and the E you hear at the end of that first syllable is not just an E like we hear, but an EO, even though we just hear that E sound. Pull. P is a P, and that ul is the only sound we hear. But remember, every syllable needs a vowel, so we add that E there. To make the word people, let's sound out people together. P-E-P-O to make the word people. Great job. And that next pattern and the next word is the word little. I notice I have two T's. That means I'm going to split them right down the middle. The first syllable of little is lit, and then we have the second syllable tol. Little. Let's sound out lit. It. Lit. Is an L. I is an I, and T is a T. to make lit. Now toll, t, ol, t is that T, and ol, we only hear the sound of the letter L, but remember every syllable needs a vowel, which is why we add that E. To make the word little, let's sound out little. It, t, ol, little. This is the word little. In the next word, we have another digraph. This is the word where. Let's sound out where. W. Air, where. W. Again, I hear the WH team. Remember, W by itself is W, and WH is W. W. Air. I hear the sound air, and I oftentimes make that air sound with E-R-E. W. Air, where. For example, where did you go on vacation? The word is where. The next word has 2 syllables. The syllables of this word here, of the word only, are only. Only. Let's sound out own. 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 O you hear is an O. N is an N. Own. Now let's sound out lee. E. L is an L. And E we hear at the end, so we know it's a Y. Only. Let's sound out only. 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 And here comes our final word. This final word is a long one. It's the word sentence. The word is sentence. I see 2 vowels here, so that means 2 syllables. We have sen as our first syllable and tense as our second syllable. Let's sound out sen. S-E-N. Sen. S is an S. Eh is a short E. And N is an N. Sen. Tense. Tense is going to have 4 sounds, so we're going to need to make an extra dot there. Let's sound out tense. T-E-N-S. Tense. Let's, T is a T. E is a E. N is a N. And that S sound you hear is a C-E, a soft C pattern. To make the word sentence. Sentence is 2 syllables. Let's sound out the sounds of sentence. S-N, sen, T-N-S, tense. The word is sentence. For example, did you use finger spaces in the sentence you wrote? The word is sentence. Now we have completed all of the purple star words. Now I will mix up these words and we will see if you guys can figure out and read the words before I do. Let's see if you can beat me. Another. Sentence. No. While. Only. Where. Answer. Again. Along. People. little, above. Great job at learning the purple star words. Remember, we're done learning the words when we know them fast and fluent. Keep working hard, and I'll see you next video.